Tonight, a body turned up in a van in Palermo. We show you what else investigators discovered inside.
Plus, new developments in the deadly shooting involving Marysville police officer Osmar Rodarte, why the city and county are fighting a citation from Cal OSHA.
And happening now, the Art and Wine Walk in downtown Chico. We're going to take you there live to show you what our local artists are offering up.
Covering Northern California. You're watching Action News Now. Coverage you can count on.
The Butte County Sheriff's Office is investigating after a body was found this morning near Railroad Avenue in Palermo.
Now, Action News Now reporter Margot Rowe went out there and she shares what investigators discovered.
On Friday morning, the Oroville Police Department and the Butte County's Coroner's Office responded to a report about a body found in Palermo. I spoke with Coroner Deputy of the Butte County Sheriff's Office, Charles Lair, who explained a body was found in a van next to Railroad Avenue. He says it was an adult homeless man who was living out of the van. Lair says the man has been dead for more than a week, and he's hoping they'll be able to identify him faster through fingerprints rather than DNA. At this time, they do not find the death suspicious or suspect foul play. He did note that drugs were found inside the van. Deputy Lair says once the man has been identified, the coroner's office will work to notify next of kin. Reporting in Palermo, I'm Margot Rowe for Action News Now.
The cause, again, is under investigation, and the coroner's office says a dog was found alive with that van and was rescued by the Oroville Animal Shelter, where it will eventually be rehomed. Now we're looking north at the Oroville area from Alert California's South Oroville camera. Dark skies overhead on your Friday evening.
Yeah, a lot more clouds that we have been seeing with each and every day. More clouds, and Howie's keeping track and all. I see green on that radar behind you, so that means something, Howie.
Yeah, most of our rain, 98% of it, is up in the higher elevations. Now, areas of Shasta County, it's going down down the mountains and into parts of the valley. But you see most of the valley dry, and across the way to the Sierra on the dry side. But again, some areas near Redding, we're seeing some heavy bands of rain. But Shasta County is seeing showers along with the coastal range and the North Mountains. And that's pretty much where we'll be isolated to for the most part through the weekend. Because if you see anything else in the further south in the valley, it's going to be rain on the drizzle or the light side. Here's our temperatures, though. We should be closer to 80, more than 10 degrees below average in some of these spots at the moment. Wind-wise, yeah, we're breezy today, but doesn't really make it that much of a difference because our moisture levels are on the high side. That's really good for fire safety, but we are going to cool down eventually some more. See rain and measurable mountain snow. We'll talk all about it in a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Howie.
Change in weather conditions has CAL FIRE lifting burn permit suspensions in Butte, Tehama, Glenn, Shasta, and Siskiyou counties. That means that starting Monday, dooryard burning is once again allowed. But fire officials remind you to check with local air quality control to make sure it's permissible to burn for air quality purposes.
Marysville and Yuba County are pushing back on what they call unprecedented citations from Cal OSHA related to the deadly shooting of Marysville police officer Osmar Rodarte during a drug bust earlier this year. Following that March gun battle, the suspect died within seconds, and Rodarte was rushed to a hospital, but officials say he had no chance of surviving. The Yuba County District Attorney's Office announced last week that both officers were legally justified in killing the suspect. The Yuba County Sheriff's Office announced that Cal OSHA citations this week, calling them both unprecedented and unfounded, saying in part, it sets a dangerous precedent for unfocused oversight by a state entity that has little to no knowledge in regard to public safety and law enforcement. The city of Marysville said it plans to appeal the citations. No word back, though, from Cal OSHA as to why they issued those citations.
Sutter County Sheriff's deputies are cracking down on walnut thefts from local orchards. They issued 4 citations last night. The Sheriff's Office says with walnut harvest underway, theft continues to be a recurring issue. It's costly to growers, but can also cause safety hazards and property damage. The Sheriff's Office says taking crops without the owner's consent can result in citations, fines, or criminal charges. And they also ask that if you see something suspicious, report it.
Sutter County's interim fire chief is warning of possible cutbacks because of funding shortfalls. Chief Richard Epperson addressed the City of Live Oak's cancellation of public safety contracts with the county, blaming it on the city's budget issues. At the same time, he said staffing might have to be reduced at the Sutter and Oswald Tudor stations without additional funding. Chief Epperson said that could mean emergency response only when volunteers are available. And he encouraged support for a new citizen-led initiative aimed at protecting local fire services in County Service Area F. The annual Art and Wine Walk in downtown Chico is back and happening now. Action News Now reporter Bea Barbosa joins us there live from downtown Chico. Bea, the Downtown Chico Business Association hosts this event, and it's great for helping local businesses.
Yes, Haley, nearly 30 downtown businesses are participating in the event happening tonight. They're partnering with local wineries, breweries, and cideries, as well as local artists to support the local economy here. Now, the event has been going for about an hour. I'm sure you can hear the music lively playing behind me here. Earlier, this line that you see here where people were checking in was going all the way around behind the camera and down the street. So quite a big turnout with Chico State's Wildcat Weekend happening this weekend. Now, local businesses are participating as pour stations where local wineries, breweries, and cideries will be serving samples of their products and showcasing local art. Some road closures throughout the downtown area will be in effect throughout tonight's event. I spoke with organizers with the Downtown Chico Business Association who tell me tonight's event is just the beginning of a month-long focus on supporting the local economy.
And the fun doesn't stop there. We're also welcoming the Harvest Sidewalk Sale tomorrow, Saturday, October 11th from 10 to 5 p.m. Again, so many of our amazing businesses in the downtown area are offering fantastic sales to really get a jump start on holiday shopping.
Gaddis says this month is Artoberfest, and tonight's Art and Wine Walk is just the first in a series of events going on downtown to celebrate Chico's artistic and cultural diversity. About 20 downtown Chico businesses are participating in tomorrow's Harvest Sidewalk Sale, and while tonight's event ends at 8 p.m., the artwork that's on display here tonight will be staying throughout the month of October. Reporting live in Chico, Bea Barbosa, Action News Now.
Now, Bea, this is just one of so many different events. It's part of Artoberfest, essentially, is what it's called. Play on words there. So what else can people expect?
Yeah, Haley, there's a wide range of events happening this month. So if you want to partake in the festivities, there's lots of different options. Live music is a big one happening this month. Again, they've got a band playing here tonight. But there's also other types of events, like a sip and paint event that's happening later this month. But there's so many things going on.
Okay, all right, sounds fun. Thanks, Bea. I hope have fun out there. And if you'd like to purchase tickets for the event, you can go to our website, click on the News Links tab. We should head over there after the show, maybe.
It's always great to have events in downtown Chico.
Yeah.
It's such a special place to do that.
Yep.
Sometimes you get knuckleheads coming up behind the reporter
I saw
live.
that,
That's
but
okay.
you know, he's probably having fun too,
Yeah,
and that probably
sure.
just made his night,
No
right?
harm, no foul.
He was on TV.
A big bike weekend returns to the Civic Auditorium and the rodeo grounds in Reading this weekend. It just got underway, and that's where we find Action News Now reporter Blake Mayfield. And Blake, this year's event supports the Reading Police Canine Program.
Yeah, that's right, Alan. Proceeds from Big Bike Weekend will help support Communities for Police Canines. They're a nonprofit that helps with the purchase, training, and veterinary care of Reading Police canines, including retired canines. The Sundial Throwdown, a timed motorcycle competition, will be happening tomorrow. Officers from all across the western United States are all participating in the competition. The weekend officially started with the Remembrance Ride at Shasta Dam, which just kicked off about a half hour ago. The ride holds special significance for RPD Sergeant Brian Moore, whose son Riker tragically died after falling into the Sacramento River near Shasta Dam last year. This afternoon, I spoke with Moore about the stiff competition in the Sundial Showdown.
So this is really designed for the riders to push their capabilities and then push the capabilities of the motorcycles also. These patterns are very tight, like the Harley that you see right here. He's going almost full lock and pushing the capabilities of that motorcycle.
In addition to the Sundial Throwdown tomorrow, attendees can also enjoy Harley stunt riding exhibitions, a canine demonstration, and a classic car show. The event wraps on Sunday with a poker run at the Northern California Veterans Home, which will also have food and a swap meet on site. Big Bike Weekend will officially kick off tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Reporting live in Redding, I'm Blake Mayfield, Action News Now.
Thank you very much, Blake. And Action News Now, by the way, is a proud sponsor of Big Bike Weekend. Still to come, a Chico pub is hosting a blood drive this weekend. We'll hear from the owner about why this cause called to him.
And coming up new at 6, why Paris Hilton is celebrating an effort to protect students who are sent to boarding schools when we come back.